Are we still here? Yeah, we're still here for Sonic Adventure 2. But meanwhile, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. You guys want anything?
I'll take a spicy chicken sandwich.
I want a BTS meal. I want 10 chicken nuggets. And I want the BTS sauces, both of them. I forget what they are.
I guess it was a Diet Coke after all.
But they're
Too
good.
bad, they're all done. They're all done.
I feel bad that I forgot.
Can I get a medium high C, no ice? Thank you.
Oh, Shadow said he doesn't think so, because they're out of high C.
They're out, they're all gone.
The high C machine is broken.
I bought all the BTS meals already. I'm gonna be reselling the sauces on the internet. He truly is the evilest of hedgehogs.
And I'm afraid the ice cream machine is also down.
I broke the ice cream machine.
Uber Eats told me they don't deliver to space.
Oh man, do you think there's a McFlurry machine in the cafeteria on the Space Colony Arc?
I see no reason why there shouldn't be.
Yes.
Yeah, the gun robots are eating it.
Oh, he did say.
I mean, the Eclipse Cannon looks like it does have like a really nice like Baja Blast slime in it.
Yeah, you just
Oh wait,
drink
guys,
that.
plot.
Oh, that's right.
I was gonna say,
who
this is
cares?
meant to be like the twist upon the twist.
Subtle
upon
storytelling!
The twist,
That is subtle. You gotta close in on the text to read it.
My face sweating.
dramatic camera angles.
This is an
Oh, you
interesting.
should have done it where it kept going back and forth between their two faces doing that.
It's someone. There's only 6 of us up here, but I don't know who it is.
I can't believe a 1-week-old child is using a cell phone. Like, that's impressive.
What has
Wow.
technology come to?
Where are this kid's parents? Oh.
Oh.
Shadow comes up to you and asks, you got any games on your phone?
Quick, it's 1954. Do you know where your ultimate life form is?
That's right. Okay, so if this comes out in 2001, is it meant to be 2001? So then 19. See, I
I
realized
think we
I did some-
established earlier that this is in the future because of the technology, though, didn't we? I remember being met with that.
That's too far back for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have a question. What is it with Shadow flashing back to Maria literally when he's interacting with any female characters? Like, to me, it's like, that's a bit excessive, Shadow. Like, not every female should be just like Maria. Like,
I forgot in this game they just like keep putting more and more shit on Knuckles' hands.
Yeah, he's styling out. That is the.
Oh, okay.
Congrats, we're free, lads! We can talk about
Hey.
other things!
Digimon World playthrough is coming soon. Oh,
Oh.
never mind.
Sonic!
He doesn't even have the sunglasses here.
I was hoping that transition to 3D finally did him in.
Sonic's a little worse for wear. See, he's having some issues. Sonic's like
He's got eyebrows.
He
Why are
grew
his
them.
eyelids skin color? I don't like it.
Wow,
What happened
that's
to that animal I
racist.
just had?
Yo,
no matter.
this edible ain't.
You know, maybe they should have given Knuckles like a phone because
Slam dunk.
Oh no.
oh no, what have you done?
Oh
no.
boy.
Oh, my favorite Halo fan
best
series,
level.
Red vs. Blue.
Oh no!
I feel like you've made a mistake here.
I don't want to watch
I
this
think
level
I'm
like
gonna be
this.
sick.
David, what's the mistake? Both the Sonic and Shadow cutscenes happen at the same time, and they're both
Yeah, we
like,
don't
chasing
care.
each other. So what's wrong with this one?
I think I need
Alright,
some Eggman's Dramamine. Where's the guy?
It's a good thing
pour
our
some
viewers
Jones on your feet.
don't watch us anyway. They're just listening, so it's fine.
Well, here, half of us can commentate on Final Rush, the other half on Final Chase. We can pick teams.
Man, I really like it when Shadow spins around on those things and they're arrows.
Oh,
that tell
look
you
at
to go
Sonic
this way.
going down that rail, the really long one, and you can switch, but it's really risky and you can die.
Excuse me, Skylar, you were assigned to the Shadow video, so please stick to your assigned hedgehog.
Yeah,
Day
we're trying to
is
commentate.
Stick to your side hedgehog.
Oh, sorry, I mistook Sonic and Shadow. They look exactly
Hedgehog will be
alike.
assigned to you.
Happens
That's
all
right.
the time.
It happened to
Okay, which one
Amy.
am I?
It happened to the government.
Silver.
It happened
Oh,
to Amy.
Oh, and Shadow's also
Continue
bad
to-
at not dying.
I do appreciate that the team was clever enough to give all of the characters death animations of them burning and dying to the planet. Like that's good quality art right there.
Chris, what is your question?
So the Project Shadow
Burning in
logo
the
is
atmosphere,
on.
subtle.
The Project Shadow logo is on a lot of things on the Arc. Is Project Shadow like an overarching project, or is it specifically just Shadow? Because why would these have the logo on it? Also, who on the Ark was doing graphic design?
Why would you need to advertise your secret government project anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't
there had to
wasn't
be
the
like
Ark
a
being
PR
built?
team.
Yeah, like
It's
didn't
no
it
secret up in space. It's not. Yeah. Oh, go on. Sorry.
Oh no, I mean, like, didn't the Ark's construction kind of orbit around the whole, Project Shadow? I mean, wasn't that it? Wasn't that the impetus to create the Ark in the first place?
I guess sort of.
It's not incorrect. for
Right.
Sure.
It's like it's a little vague as to when did the Ark, when was the Ark constructed? Because there's also the detail of Maria lamenting the fact in Shadow's memories that she's never been on Earth, and if that's the
Right.
case, then she
Oh.
seems.
Been born up there?
I mean that makes the most sense to me, but then
Yeah.
that means Project Shadow must have been Well, I mean, if you're doing a lot of scientific research, then yeah, maybe it would take 12 years to figure out how to make a shadow, especially.
How long does it take to make a hedgehog? I'd wager a couple
Well,
years.
when a mommy hedgehog and a daddy hedgehog
And a big space lizard.
and a fall in
No,
love.
the funny, I didn't find the thing for Sonic, but I did find it for Shadow.
Oh,
Hey.
And that was completely by
You
accident.
can find the lost Chow now.
right. You have to. It's sort of floating off. You have to when you're grinding in Sonic. I think you jump off somewhere and it's kind of hiding. But
Love
it's there.
grinding on Sonic.
I was gonna make the same joke.
I don't.
Alright.
I don't get it. But
Well, you gotta put on your soap shoes, and then
Ooh.
we just go from there.
I'm afraid
Nothing
everything's
else.
been rebranded to the word speed in this PC version.
That's true.
Oh, right.
Make sure you don't drop your soap shoes, though.
Right, because they're expensive. Oh, you don't want to get
dump 'em
dirty.
up, jeez.
Yeah,
That
Those
was
things
so
are-
bad it killed Shadow.
right.
Still
So,
playing GTA 5, huh?
oh, I guess. So, but yeah. So if Project Shadow, has been happening for the last 12 years, and I mean also the Space Colony Arc though is a multi-faceted establishment, right? I mean those aren't the right words I'm looking for, but
How does the giant space laser help the scientists make a hedgehog, though?
no,
Well, that came later.
That came
right.
later.
Yeah.
Have you not played Shadow the Hedgehog? I did.
Oh yeah, really?
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
none of you guys have
recently, but
uploaded
yeah.
it for me to watch, so I don't know how you expect me to know
Well,
what happens in that game
if you
at all.
had watched me play it live in a certain Discord, you would have seen it all.
Well, I missed it. Do it again.
Oh, okay.
Yes. David, you
I
have a lot
mean,
more
you were
endings to
thinking
get.
about it.
That's right. I have to get some A ranks. It's like I've got like 20 something right now, so I can't play expert mode yet.
Yeah,
But
you have to play Expert Mode, because Expert Mode is canon.
I will
Yes.
never forget you being at the
Mostly.
final boss, waiting 8 minutes for Eggman to drop his line about finding Shadow, and right as he says it, you died.
Yep.
Right, I
That
died
happens.
before.
Beautiful.
I died. He said the first half. He didn't get to say the second half.
That just made it more painful.
That's right. It's not like the line
So
finished.
good.
It was halfway through.
Halfway.
He was like, Shadow, I have something to tell you about that day. Damn, not here.
I was like, oh,
Never have another chance to tell you this, Shadow. I love you.
that's true. I died.
I've always
loved
you.
He keeps dying.
They
He
tried
keeps
to
dying
bookend
now.
the hero's story by having you run away from the giant magma balls like you ran away from the truck, but it's not as fun? Question
No,
mark?
it's not as cinematic.
Right.
Yeah.
They use
not as
the
subtle.
Lost World spot a couple times, don't they?
Yeah.
And also to go back to it is funny that for all of the dumb things that like Shadow does to like retcon or change things up, it is like technically like the explanation for the Eclipse cannon actually makes a lot more sense, because it's like, oh yeah, why did he build this giant death laser? Oh,
Whoa.
to kill the evil aliens.
That stretch really messed me up.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm glad I picked the shadow half to commentate over because we're still going. Otherwise, I'd have to be silent for the rest of the level.
Stefan, you were making an incredibly valid point, but that stretch, oh man, that threw me off.
Yeah.
Oh. But yes, that is one of the few, I would say, good, arguably, air quote good. Like if you have to explain something that exists in SA2, that's a good way to do it, I guess, while you're there.
Right, because otherwise it's just there. He wouldn't have had time to build it after Maria was shot in the back.
Oh, thank God I can talk again.
They're also the question of how did when Gerald was in captivity, the assumption is that they let him still do stuff while they had him captured, so he was able to go ahead and reprogram the Ark to fall into the earth.
I have a theory.
While he was.
Ooh, what is your theory?
I bet.
Tell me, Matt Pat.
I bet Gunn wanted to build the Ark to have the cannon, and Gerald was the only one who was able to do it. And then Gerald was like, I'm going to do some other experiments while I'm up here. And he starts doing his own personal thing.
Well,
That makes sense.
I thought it was more that Gunn forced him to do experiments. I wouldn't even put it past Gerald wanted to do this. It's no, I could see Gerald just wanting to end everything, and Gunn's no, we need some more weapons. So get on that, buddy.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, the Space Colony Ark was built. We know that there were people who lived on it that weren't part of Project Shadow. There were families up there running around doing stuff that weren't, I guess, either scientists in that project or maybe scientists at all. Because it is a space colony. So everyone was evacuated from the Ark except for the scientists involved in Project Shadow. They all died, even though if you're playing Shadow and you do one of the...
This is getting amazing.
Yes.
Honey, I got a new job offer. Now there's a little travel involved, but they say that we can all go together.
Just think of the health insurance. We'll be able to pay for our kids' college.
The one place not yet corrupted by capitalism.
Oh, right.
Space.
Oh, that would be an awkward, do you think, okay, because, if, let's say, oh, Daddy's working on a secret project, he's like, you're right, son, it involves, giant space lizards, but don't tell anyone. And then he was murdered.
Those would be awkward daycare moments because all the kids are talking about how their parents work on super secret experiences. Yeah, they all do. That's why y'all are here.
Oh man, I'm just imagining the Fallout 3 tunnel rats, but in the Ark instead, and it's really funny.
The 50 years, the Truth About 50 Years Ago report that Rouge wrote implied that, I think, or was it Gerald's diaries from battle? Now I forget which one. That the fact that Maria died and was a child, that seemed to be different. So if there are researchers up there who have children, presumably all those kids weren't executed, and Maria just happened to be a casualty of this.
She stood too close to the hedgehog, and so she had to go.
Oh,
The hedgehog dilemma. Yes.
Oh shit!
No. Gunn couldn't tell the difference between Shadow and Maria. Which one's the real hedgehog?
There's two Sonics.
Which one's the real hedgehog?
oh no! Oh. Do you think Maria wanted to be a hedgehog?
No, Maria was dressed in blue.
Oh no! Sonic is Maria reincarnated.
Oh no.
She was running around with air skates on. I mean, who could tell the difference?
She was able to keep up with him when he was running around the Ark, right? That's the one thing I remember from Shadow.
Yeah, David, when you were playing Shadow, did you have did you have Kat plug in a secondary controller so she could play as Maria?
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, but it's since I was playing it through completely legitimate means and not an emulator.
Okay.
Right, it wasn't as straightforward at the moment of it being an idea. Yeah.
All right, now I will say, because we did buy Shadow on GameCube because I didn't own the game prior, and I was like, the brief time that I played in 2005, it was using my brother's copy, and I was like, this game is kind of bad. I'm not going to finish it. I got a couple of the endings and then gave up, but I wanted to go through it all the way for research. And we bought it on the GameCube, but it had this tendency to freeze and crash.
Oh no,
okay.
David,
I was ready for this.
David, that was exactly the same for me. I had to literally buy 3 different copies of Shadow on GameCube because 2 of them kept breaking down. And then, funnily enough, the PS2 version, even though it lags like shit, and it still functioned, it still wouldn't crash. The Xbox version crashes on the 360 on a lot. Like if you play it on a regular Xbox, it's fine, but if you play it on a 360, that also freezes. So it's like
Who has a regular Xbox still? I thought those were like an endangered species.
I do. I have a regular Xbox, and I have the big old chunk controller as well.
the Duke.
Oh, the
The Duke, yeah.
David, have you checked the capacitor on your Xbox to make sure it isn't leaking? I know that sounds like a Prince Albert in a can thing, but that's a real thing that you should check.
Oh, wow.
That's
No.
a
PSA.
thing.
I have not.
Yeah,
checked
the thing that keeps track of time, and I think the Xbox is what it does. Eventually, it'll just crack and leak fluid all over your Xbox. So, PSA for anyone: check your Xbox.
Holy shit! Oh
Wow.
shit!
That sounded like a complete joke, not gonna lie.
Shadow's
no.
fucking dead.
I mean, maybe.
This is around the time they're starting to break. So,
Oh. Well, what? Can you just tear it off?
technically,
Rib.
as long as you open it up and know what to do, I think you just crack it off.
Okay. Sonic, I can't believe you're not dead. I was already getting ready to take all your possessions. Oh.
It's well, that's up.
I was gonna move into your house.
Here we go.
I
again.
already remodeled it. It looks like my head now. I hope you don't mind.
That
Oh
makes
no,
Sonic
Sonic
Battle really
activated the
awkward.
cannon. Sonic has realized that Gerald was correct all along. You know what? The Earth isn't worth it.
You know what?
He
Fuck
just
humanity.
sacrificed himself then.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I guess
There's
he is
only
more
room
close.
for one cool and blue thing in this world, and it's me.
In this
So we're about to
universe.
go down to a
What?
fury here.
But Sonic, we could have just dyed the ocean a different color. What?
I found the Baja Blast fountain. It's all mine.
Just like Chicago on St. Patrick's
Just
Day.
like Chicago.
Just like, oh man, do you think that's what they did to like Michigan? They replaced all the water with Baja.
oh,
my ass
Believe
itches.
That would explain a
Eggman
lot.
collected all of the PepsiCo drinks, and now that they're powering the Baja Blast Cannon.
That's right.
The 100 days of Baja begins.
Wait a minute, this emerald is mellow yellow.
Wait a second.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not sponsored by Coke.
I love Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, this is good reading.
The crisis of epic, the truth about 50 years, like, the end,
The
everything.
everything.
Sonic
Oh, it's so good.
Adventure 2. Last episode. Wishes are eternal.
This is hella Nomura. Wow.
Nomura!
Oh, that's a cliffhanger. That means
Hey
you have
guys,
to.
you know what else is eternal?
Nothing.
No.
The fact that Metropolis Zone exists under Oil Ocean.
Will David get his Xbox fixed? Find out in part 11.
Yeah, better check that flux capacitor.
Hey, speaking of cliffhangers,
Wishes are eternal, except Maria is dead, so she wasn't
No,
a wish, was she?
wishes are eternal. Maria isn't.
Oh,
Wow.
oh.